Do you often find yourself waking up from nightmares that feel all too real? Have you ever wondered what they might be trying to tell you? Many people believe that nightmares don't just happen for no reason. They might be reflections of worries bubbling up inside us. The anxiety of an upcoming exam, insecurities in a shaky relationship, or even the stress that accumulates from daily tasks. According to Freud, the famous father of psychoanalysis, our dreams, including nightmares, are not just products of our imagination. In his book, The Interpretation of Dreams, Freud explores the idea that every dream, no matter how strange, carries a deep meaning and can be interpreted. Freud presents an interesting theory. He divides dreams into two main types: personal recurring dreams and general recurring dreams. Personal recurring dreams are those that repeat from time to time, like a movie you've seen many times but that still leaves you unsettled. These dreams are often connected to deep-seated traumas or fears that we carry throughout our lives but have not yet overcome. It's as if our subconscious keeps reminding us of these unresolved issues, pushing us to deal with them. General recurring dreams, on the other hand, are those that most people have experienced at some point. These dreams reflect universal fears, almost like archetypes, primordial images that we all carry within us. This is where the most common nightmares appear, as reflections of humanity's deepest fears. So, what are these nightmares trying to tell you? Today, let's dive into the 6 most common nightmares and explore the possible meanings behind them. You might just find some answers to that disturbing dream that haunts you. Do you often find yourself waking up from nightmares that feel all too real? Have you ever wondered what they might be trying to tell you? Many people believe that nightmares don't just happen for no reason. They might be reflections of worries bubbling up inside us. The anxiety of an upcoming exam, insecurities in a shaky relationship, or even the stress that accumulates from daily tasks. According to Freud, the famous father of psychoanalysis, our dreams, including nightmares, are not just products of our imagination. In his book, The Interpretation of Dreams, Freud explores the idea that every dream, no matter how strange, carries a deep meaning and can be interpreted. Freud presents an interesting theory. He divides dreams into two main types: personal recurring dreams and general recurring dreams. Personal recurring dreams are those that repeat from time to time, like a movie you've seen many times but that still leaves you unsettled. These dreams are often connected to deep-seated traumas or fears that we carry throughout our lives but have not yet overcome. It's as if our subconscious keeps reminding us of these unresolved issues, pushing us to deal with them. General recurring dreams, on the other hand, are those that most people have experienced at some point. These dreams reflect universal fears, almost like archetypes, primordial images that we all carry within us. This is where the most common nightmares appear, as reflections of humanity's deepest fears. So, what are these nightmares trying to tell you? Today, let's dive into the 6 most common nightmares and explore the possible meanings behind them. You might just find some answers to that disturbing dream that haunts you. Number 2. Being chased. Being chased is one of the most distressing nightmares someone can have. In this type of dream, you run and run, but it feels like your feet are stuck in quicksand, while a threatening figure gets closer and closer. This type of dream is often a manifestation of our inner fears, those we try to escape from in waking life. The figure chasing you in the dream can vary. It might be a stranger, a fierce animal, or even a faceless shadow. But regardless of who or what it is, this figure represents something you are avoiding in real life. It could be a problem you are procrastinating, an unresolved conflict, or even a part of yourself that you prefer not to confront, such as a repressed emotion or an undesirable personality trait. The feeling of helplessness in the dream, where you can barely move, reflects your sense of being trapped in a no-win situation, where the pressure to flee or hide is mounting. It might be a sign that it's time to stop running and start facing whatever is tormenting you. This dream is an invitation from your subconscious to address these issues before they become even more threatening. Moreover, how you react in the dream can reveal a lot about how you handle challenges in real life. If you try to confront the pursuer, it might be a sign that you are ready to face your fears head-on. On the other hand, If you constantly try to escape, it could indicate that you are not yet ready to confront these problems and may need more time or support to do so. Number 3. Trying to scream and no sound comes out. Few nightmares are as distressing as the one where you're in danger and try to scream for help, but your voice simply doesn't come out. This experience is incredibly frustrating, and in the dream world, it can symbolize feelings of powerlessness and frustration in waking life. When you try to scream in a dream and nothing happens, it may reflect a real-life situation where you feel that your opinions or feelings are not being heard. Perhaps you are facing a situation where you feel voiceless, such as in an abusive relationship, a repressive work environment, or even within a family context where your needs are constantly ignored. This type of dream can also be related to feelings of inadequacy or low self-esteem. You might be dealing with a situation where you feel unable to express what you truly feel or think, whether due to fear of judgment, rejection, or retaliation. The inability to scream in the dream symbolizes this internal suppression, where you hold back your own emotions and desires to avoid conflicts or disappointments. Additionally, dreaming that you can't scream may be connected to a deep fear of being ignored or unable to defend yourself when it's most needed. It could be a sign that you need to find a way to express your emotions and concerns more assertively in real life, whether through a candid conversation with someone or seeking support to build your self-confidence. Number 4. Being naked in public. Dreaming that you're naked in public is one of those nightmares that leaves anyone feeling disconcerted. Suddenly, you find yourself in a crowded place, perhaps at school, work, or even at a social gathering, and you realize you're completely naked. Panic and embarrassment are almost instantaneous. This type of dream is often related to feelings of vulnerability and exposure. Nakedness in the dream represents the removal of the layers we use to protect ourselves, our clothes, our social masks, our secrets. If you feel ashamed or try to cover yourself, it may indicate that you're going through a situation in real life where you feel exposed, inadequate, or out of place. You might be concerned about being judged, criticized, or rejected for who you truly are. On the other hand, if you are nonchalant about the nudity in the dream, it could be a sign that you are comfortable with yourself and confident in your own skin. It may reflect a healthy acceptance of who you are, without fear of judgment from others. This positive type of dream could indicate a period of self-assurance and authenticity, where you feel free to be your true self. Freud suggested that these dreams might also be related to self-esteem and the fear that others will discover something you are trying to hide. It could be a secret, a weakness, or an aspect of your personality you don't want revealed. If you experience this dream repeatedly, it might be helpful to reflect on what you are trying to conceal or protect and why it is so important to you. Number 5. Feeling pain or dreaming of death. Dreaming of pain or death is a profoundly disturbing experience. These dreams can range from scenes of terrible accidents to peaceful deaths, but regardless of the context, they almost always leave a lasting impression. Experiencing pain in a dream can be a reflection of emotional or psychological pain you are experiencing in waking life. For example, if you dream of being bitten by a snake, it may symbolize betrayal, fear, or a sense of vulnerability. These dreams can indicate that you are dealing with feelings of helplessness or that someone or something in your life is hurting you significantly. Physical pain in the dream is a direct manifestation of the emotional pain you might be suppressing. Dreaming of death is even more laden with symbolism. Often, these dreams are not omens of literal death, but rather representations of significant changes or a desire for transformation. Death in a dream can signify the end of one phase in life and the beginning of another. It might be the end of a relationship, the completion of an important project, or even the wish to leave old habits behind and start anew. In this context, death is a symbol of renewal and transformation. If you dream of the death of a loved one, it may be expressing a deep fear of losing that person, or perhaps insecurity about the future of your relationship with them. These dreams can arise during times of change when familial or friendly bonds are being tested. These nightmares can also be a sign that you are trying to process and accept inevitable changes in your life. They might serve as a way to prepare emotionally for the transitions to come, helping you say goodbye to the past and embrace the new. Number 6. Being trapped. Dreaming that you are trapped in a labyrinth, a room with no doors, or any other dead-end place is an incredibly claustrophobic experience. This type of dream usually reflects feelings of imprisonment or lack of freedom in waking life. These nightmares may arise when you feel stuck in a situation from which you can't escape, such as a toxic relationship, a job with no prospects, or unbearable family pressures. The dream environment, whether it's a maze or a closed room, symbolizes the barriers you feel in your real life, barriers that seem impossible to overcome. The sense of helplessness and despair that accompanies these dreams is a direct reflection of your frustration in trying to find a way out or a solution to a complex problem. If you frequently dream of being trapped, it could be a sign that you need to identify what is imprisoning you emotionally or mentally and find a way to regain your sense of freedom and control. Some theorists suggest that these dreams may be an invitation to explore new ways of thinking or acting. If you are stuck in a routine or feel blocked by fears and insecurities, these nightmares might be a nudge from your subconscious to start seeking new solutions or alternatives that you haven't yet considered. These nightmares are much more than simple scary stories that our minds create while we sleep. They are complex and profound messages from our subconscious, trying to alert us to what is happening in our emotional and psychological lives. Paying attention to these signals can be the first step toward better understanding yourself and overcoming the challenges you face. We hope this deeper dive into the world of nightmares has been enlightening for you. Stay with us for more content that helps you unravel the mysteries of the mind during sleep. Until next time,